talking to the toppers here at the DAMS studio. I have the pleasure of welcoming Dr. Abhijit Rai, Rank 13 in PGI Chandigarh, November 2016 postgraduate medical entrance exam. Very well done, Dr. Abhijit. Wonderful result. Congratulations to you on your performance. How are you feeling?
I feel really great, sir. But I have never been a topper. I was always an average student in my MBBS. Never got a gold medal except in PSM. But I believed in myself, believed in my dreams, and gave the exam. And next thing you know, you get All India rank 13, and now you are suddenly a topper. So that feeling is still to sink in, but I feel really great.
Well, you have every reason to feel great with the rank of 13 in PGI Chandigarh, a national level exam considered as most toughest exam of the country. You are definitely an achiever. Uh, Dr. Abhijit, just share with us that how did you prepare for the exam?
Uh, my preparation strategy was simple. I read the subject-wise MCQ books. I made a list of important topics for every subject, and I used to revise them regularly. Then there was the uh, grand test and subject-wise test for of DAMS. I used to give them regularly and assess my ranks. So the main thing was that I focused on revising more and more, because in PGI exam there is always a time constraint. So you can't just sit there and think. You have to be spontaneous. So revision was the key to my success, I think.
Well, that's very well said here, and I think these are useful inputs for all the aspirants here. How did you manage the time? Because if you are preparing for the toughest exam like the postgraduate medical entrance, then time is the biggest constraint. How did you manage your time?
Uh, at this point, I would like to share a story. There was a story about Socrates, and
Mm-hmm.
a young boy goes to him and asks, "What is the secret of success?" So Socrates says, "Okay, come back tomorrow." So the boy goes again to the Socrates, and he is standing in middle of river. So what he does, he takes the boy by the neck and drowns him in the river, and the boy starts starts shouting, and then he pulls him back and asks the boy, when you were in the water, what did you want the most? He said air. So Socrates said, when you want success like you want to breathe, then you will be successful. So the point is, once you decide that I have to clear Central Institute exam like AIMS or PGI, just dedicate yourself to it. Don't be like that. Oh, fine, I have read for 2 hours. Now I should relax. This is not a board exam. You are competing against thousands of other students who are maybe well prepared than you. So there is always a race against time. So just give your maximum. If you can read maybe 12 hours, 14 hours, just do it, because the competition is really tough. So my strategy is simple. If you are every waking hour, spend most of it in reading and revising. Okay, just don't waste your time. That's all I can say about that.
Thank you. Have definitely won the race against the time constraint you had by securing a rank 13 in PGI Chandigarh November 2016 postgraduate medical entrance exam. How was DAMS important in your preparation?
uh, it's a very good question, because I am the student who has cleared two entrance exams, and one I did without coaching and one I did with coaching. So I
Mhm.
can exactly tell you the difference what coaching does make in your preparation.
We are all ears for that correlation, for that story. Kindly share with
That
us.
story, okay. I didn't join any regular course in my MBBS. I just when my internship started, I just joined the test series of DAMS. And I used to give the test, read the MCQ books, and I thought that I will clear the exam just with my self study. And I did clear the exam. All India rank I got to 51 December that year, and I joined UCMS General Surgery. But deep inside me, I had fascination for AIMS and PGI, and I wanted to give my best attempt for it. So I left my seat against all odds, and everybody thought that I was insane. But I had that inner belief that I can do it. So I joined the TND4 batch, Gautam Nagar, May 2016, and started preparing for this in November exams. I did not do well in AIMS. I got 330, but I still thought, okay, let's give PGI, let's see what happens, and this happened. So you know, when you do a coaching, you actually know where you have to focus, and there are many mistakes in these guidebooks. So the teachers who are expert in their field, they will tell you, okay, this is given wrong, and go ahead and rectify it. Plus some inspiration messages by Sumer sir that also helps you during your low and dark dark phases of your life. So coaching does make a difference in your preparation.
That's very sweet of you that you have shared that story with us, and I think that's going to inspire a lot of youngsters, a lot of aspirants. Dr. Abhijit, just don't mind, sharing with us, what was your preparation method that you adopted? Was it more selective or more extensive?
When you starting your preparation, you have to first get an idea of all the subjects. So initially you do an extensive study. You study the whole MCQ book. But when the exam time approaches, for example, when 2 months before the exam, you you focus on only the important topics. For example, anatomy, focus on diaphragm, focus on the branches of aorta, the celiac trunk branches, because you can't read everything and remember everything. You know, you have to be selective, but you be selective only in the last month, because in the initial months, if you are selective, you won't have a whole framework in your mind. So initially extensive, then intensive study was my strategy.
That has really paid well. Let me remind my listeners, my viewers here, I'm talking to Dr. Abhijit Rai, Rank 13, PGI Chandigarh, November 2016 postgraduate medical entrance exam. Abhijit, can you just share with us your experience on the DAMS exclusive club on the Facebook?
uh, I was not a very frequent user, but I used to sometimes when I feel like little bored or little down, I used to just log in and see the questions that they have shared, and it really used to give me a boost that, oh, all the people are studying, that why am I not studying and just wasting my time. So it really boosted me and helped me keep myself on the track, where that's the most important thing in this long journey, I think. So it was really helpful for me.
As we all know, the DAMS conducts a DVT session every year at Talkatora Stadium,
Yeah.
New Delhi. Did you attend the same?
Yeah, I attended the session.
How was the
It
experience?
was helpful, because the current trend is that you have lots of image-based questions, and the correlation between a history is given, and you have a slide or some histopath image, you have to correlate it. So it really helped, it oriented us for those kind of questions. So it was really useful.
And let me just share one more fact here, that we have entered the record books this year by conducting this DVT session at more than 125 centers all over the country. And DAMS is the only institute to do a live session with such a large audience, to the tune of 15,000 and more, in fact. And we definitely thank everybody who was a part of it. Moving ahead, DAMS has got a lot of publications to its credit. Just to name a few, we have the Last Look series, we have the CRS, then we have the Harrison's Notebook. Can I have your opinion on these?
Those books are really great, because when you have a time crunch, you don't know what to study, from where to study. So these books have a very concise material. So particularly the PSM book, I really liked it a lot. It is very well organized, and also the Harrison notebook. So these books were really helpful at the last moment.
Mhm. My next question is about the DAMS evaluation system. With that, I refer to the grand tests, the semifinals, the mop-ups, the subject-wise tests, etc. Can I have your kind feedback on that?
Um, these tests actually help you to regularly assess yourself. You just uh, can't prepare by sitting alone and thinking, okay, I'm reading, I will know at the time of exam. You have to give tests again and again to simulate that feeling, that how will I feel when I give the exam? How will I remember the things? That's a part of deliberate practice. So these tests really help you, and most importantly, they help you keep yourself on the track, because many times you get distracted and then your rank will fall in the grand test. It's a reminder that be on the track, don't get distracted. So they are really helpful for all of us.
That's very nice to know. You see, Dr. Abhijit, you mentioned that you joined the T&D course at DAMS in 2016 only. Whatever time you spent with us, did you feel any difference in yourself, any transformation in yourself, right from the day of joining till the day of exam?
Yeah, actually, when I first I gave the exam without any coaching. I used to read things little superficially. I just used to just know that okay, this happens and these bodies are found in this, and I didn't used to go in deep. But when I joined the TND course, the questions were framed really good. The kind of questions that come in the exam. So I I matured by joining the TND course, and I feel that many of the other students also feel the same way. I think because you compete against such a large group of students, and then you really know that okay, where I stand. So that really motivates you to study harder and harder. So it's a really good thing, the TND thing.
That's very nice to know. And once again, I would like to reintroduce my topper here. I am talking to Dr. Abhijit Rai, rank 13 in PGI Chandigarh, November 2016 postgraduate medical entrance exam. Uh, can you just share with us what faculties influenced you most in DAMS?
Sumesh sir, undoubtedly. I mean, at the end of the class, he used to say one thing. Always used to say that if it's your dream, that you have to sacrifice for it. Nobody else is going to sacrifice anything for it. You will see that people are playing and they are enjoying life, and you have to study. So don't get bogged down by these things. It's your dream, it's your life. Just go for it. It's a matter of a few months, maybe 1 or 2 years, but ultimately you will get what you want. So he really motivated me.
That's very nice to know. Those are kind words. Thank you very much for that. Abhijit, have you made up your mind to which branch you are going to opt, or are you still taking your time?
Um, I am thinking of joining general surgery, but I want to make a further informed decision by actually going to PGI and asking the JRs that how are different branches there. So I will make an informed decision later, I think.
That's very nice, and that is wiser as well. We wish you all the best to take a wise decision on this. Before we wind up this conversation, any message to your juniors?
There is only one message that I want to give, that never stop believing in yourself. It is the most powerful motivational force that you have at your disposal. Nobody can motivate you more than you can do to yourself. People will always say that okay, maybe you are doing this thing wrong or you won't get in, but don't listen to these negative thoughts. You will get in. If I can get in, you can get in. I didn't do any regular course, but I still got in. So just believe in yourself and never ever give up. That's all I can say.
Would you suggest them DAMS joining DAMS?
Of course, you must join regular course because they give you a very concise notes. So you can add additional things into those notes, and at the last moment they really help you in revising. I still miss them, so do join them. It's really good.
Those are very modest words about himself by Dr. Abhijit Rai. I think he's too modest to put in his achievement. But let us celebrate his achievement once again. Thank you very much, Dr. Abhijit Rai, rank 13 PGI Chandigarh, November 2016 postgraduate medical entrance exam. We wish you all the best in life. Thank you very much.